Alright, so I'm gonna show you how to do McSkip, which is a clip that skips this whole first feast layer. So you don't have to hit all the burger switches. Let's get started. So when you first arrive in feast layer, you might want to suck salt from Muckety Muck. It's not needed for the clip, but it's something you might want to do. And then you want to get over to this thing here, Royal Oil Cruise, which is over there, because this is where we're going to do the skip. So just get over here whichever way you like, it's not too important. Now here I'm going to make sure to break this gold so I can get my full banana energy back. And this is where we're going to do the clip. So the first step is to grab the right chunk. So to do that, you get into this bottom right corner, this thing here. It's not too precise, you just have to be right here, pretty close to the edge. If you're too far in the middle, it won't work. So you get here, you face the wall, you need to face this way. Then you press R to slap the ground once, and just grab a chunk. And it should look something like this. You can see there's this kind of lump on the right side, and then it's flat on the left side. That means it's good. This is the right chunk. Then you can make your way over to the checkpoint. Now you want to grab this checkpoint in case you die during the out of bounds. There is a likely chance to die at first, so you want to play it safe and grab this checkpoint. The easiest way to grab it right now, it's already broken because this is a save file that already has it. But it's not going to be broken on your first playthrough. So there's going to be gold around, and the easiest way to break that gold without breaking your chunk, because you want to keep that chunk the way it is to double ZL quickly, like this. And it's going to break the gold, grab the checkpoint, and your chunk is still going to look like this. So this is good. Next, you want to get onto this wall. And this is where we're going to do the clip setup. So there's a very specific lineup on the wall you want to get, which I'm going to show you right now. So this is what the setup should look like. You want to climb up above this V right here. So we're going to use DK's right foot for the alignment. And you want it to be the lower one. Like you want the DK's right foot to be lower than the left one for this setup. And we're going to align it horizontally using this bolt right here, right next to the line. So here's a zoomed in version of it. You can see it's aligned horizontally with the bolt. And you want to climb up until you can see a bit of dark blue above this light blue line. So this is what it should look like. It's pretty precise, so make sure you really get this right. You don't want to be too far up or too far low, otherwise it's not going to work. So here's what that should look like in game. So I'm climbing up, I'm aligned horizontally with the bolt under DK's right foot, and I climb up like this until there's a bit of blue in between DK's right foot and the light blue line. So this is good. And then the next step is to press ZR and hold it. So DK starts aiming, and you want to aim fully up. If you have motion control on, you want to make sure that even if you raise your controller, it won't go up more. And once you're fully aiming up, you want to aim right until a very specific lineup happens. And this is that lineup. So the B button right here is aligned with the dark line that goes through this dark line right under the gray part. It might be a bit hard to see on video, but in game it's a lot easier to see. And if you have A jump, this is going to be a B, and if you have B jump, this is going to be an A. And the icons are slightly different, but it doesn't really matter because the point we are trying to align is going to be in the same spot for both icons. So that's fine either way. Now you want to align this bottom left point of the icon with that line. I would say more on the bottom of the line, but it's kind of fine as long as it's close to the dark line. So I'm gonna do that in game now. So I have my chunk, I'm in the right spot, start aiming fully up, aim right, align the thing, which might be hard to see, but it's aligned right now. And you want to release ZR, so he throws the chunk. This is what it should look like on the ceiling, the stick of the chunk. And you want to climb to the right of it, like this. Hold fully up, and then slowly move your stick left. And he's gonna clip. So this should be an insta clip. You should clip instantly. And now that we have this clipping chunk, we can do the out of bounds movement. So for the out of bounds movement, you want to select ostrich, because that's what we're going to use to get past the death planes. And this will involve a few inputs that might be hard at first. The good news is if you die to the death planes, you will respawn right here on the checkpoint and your chunk is still going to be there. So you can just try again. And what we want to be doing is, as soon as we clip, you want to roll punch in this direction. And I'm going to explain why we want to go this way. Alright, so you've just rolled punched into the out of bounds section. And this is what you see without all the red. I've added the red so we can see what the death planes look like. So there's death all inside of this cylinder, which is the sinkhole. And there's also death all around. This is actually invisible oil, so it has a burning effect. You're not going to instantly die, but you still don't want to hit it. And there's a little gap between the invisible oil and the cylinder, death cylinder. And this is the gap which you want to go through, specifically this right here on the right. This green part that I've highlighted, this is where we want to go through. So this is pretty tricky. I think is the hardest part of McSkip, is getting in there, because you have to maneuver in the out of bounds section, and if you're not used to it, it happens quickly. It might be a bit hard, but with enough practice, it's very doable. And let's see what that looks like in game. I have this clip here so I can rewind and explain the process fully without the pressure of doing it at the same time. So I am climbing up against my chunk, I clip through, and then I roll punch to the right slightly, holding forward. I start transforming into the ostrich while falling. So it takes a little bit, but I still hold forward. And you can see I'm aiming for that green spot that I showed. Right, so if I switch to the other one, you can see it's pretty similar. I'm aiming for this right here. So let's see how that looks. I transform. I get into the green spot. And bam, I'm through the death plane and the damaging oil. And once you're through, you want to wait until you're at the same height as this plane right here, which is kind of foggy. And if you're too high, you will hit a death plane. And if you're too low, you will also hit a death plane. So you're like maneuvering inside a death plane sandwich, which is why you want this very specific height. So right now I'm at the same height. And what you want to do is double tap ZL, but hold the second ZL. So the first one will give you a roll, which is what happens right here. I'm getting a roll. And then the second one, which you want to hold, will make sure you keep flying and don't lose height. So right now I'm just holding ZL and I am holding forward, straight forward. And what I mean by forward is this direction that is parallel to this line in the metal grate thingy. So that's what I'm holding. And I just keep ZL pressed, hold that way. And you should make it through. So once you see this, that means you're through. You're fine to fly anywhere you want. And you've successfully done McSkip. Congrats. Now what might happen is if you go too far to the left, you will hit this death plane inside the cylinder. And if you don't get enough distance or you go too far to the right, what might happen is I'm gonna hit the oil right now, like that. But if you have full health, it's not over. You can still save it by getting in that hole. So let's see. There we go. And so I managed to get out even though I got hit. So that might be a backup you want to go for if you hit the oil. And other than that, you can just go back in bounds if you want. There's a strat where you can go straight to Muck, which I can show off. So if you're going to be going straight to Muck, you want to make sure you already have salt in your elephant to quick kill Muck, which is why I told you to get salt earlier. And you might also want to break gold on the way there, like that. And don't pick it up, that way when you enter the Muck cutscene, it will pick up that gold and give you Bananza. So you don't want to enter Muck without Bananza, otherwise you won't be able to do the Muck 2 strat to kill Muck quickly. And I'm gonna use this opportunity to show off the strat one more time in real time. So I strat, grab the chunk, go over to the clipping spot, get over the bolt. Right now I'm lined up, aim right here, throw a chunk. I do center cam here to climb the wall, otherwise you might start climbing the other way if your camera is flipped. So that's why I center cam, just to make sure I can climb up. And I'm just gonna switch to ostrich, do the thing. And now I'm just gonna keep gliding and I'm gonna go under this thing right here. So I drop a bit, just like that, and you will see the arena will spawn. Just keep going. You will run out of Bananza, but that's fine. And you want to land right here. And you've made it to Muck. And since we got the balls, we can do the quick kill. Alright, so that's all I had. I hope that helped you. I hope you can get this trick in your runs. And yeah, see ya.